dismissed every accomplishment I've made. You've talked about my father. Well, you call me an entitled millennial, I call you a carny succubus, because the dirty secret about you, the dirty secret is you need this generation more than it needs you.
What up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe, and this is the New World Podcast. It's been a rough week. Well, not really rough, just working so many days in a row. Like, when it finally catches up to you and you're all delusional, you're all like, thank God it's my Friday. And I usually, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm usually thankful when I'm like, oh, SmackDown. That means I have one more night. And it's Collision. Then I'm off for 2 days so I can just relax, be lazy. But I sat down to enjoy this show. May 16th, 2025, Joe Wade on commentary. We have Solo and Jacob and the newest member of this trio, Mr. JC, wink, wink, Mateo. Don't know if I'm a big fan of the name, but he has a presence. But Solo's poking the bear, poking at Jacob. And he goes, what did you used to say? You used to say it, huh? He's referring to the I love you, Solo. You used to say, come on. And Jacob grabs the mic. Jacob is over. I mean, he is over. That crowd is like, 5-2, 5-2. He's got the United States Championship. So we're teasing a family split here. Jacob going off and doing his own thing, being over. And he does his thing. And then Solo mocks him. Yeah. Solo mocks him. Before they can even go face-to-face with each other, here comes L.A. yeah! He attacks JC and runs away, but it sets up a match between those two later on in the night. Then we go to Alexa Bliss versus Michin versus Chelsea and a Money in the Bank qualifier match. This was really, really fun. Alexa Bliss got the win, and don't get me wrong, I was like, yay, Alexa Bliss is back, and this and that, but I was like, what about Chelsea? What about my girl Chelsea? I know she was just the United States champion, but Chelsea's not on the Money in the Bank. I really hope they have like a one more last chance match to get Chelsea in the Money in the Bank. I really think that she just deserves it. So does Michin, but Chelsea's my girl. I love Chelsea. We have Fraxium versus DIY in an awesome back and forth battle. Fraxium for the win, and I was like, damn, these guys are racking them up. They haven't been on SmackDown that long, but they're here. They're here to show everybody that Fraxium is a great tag team. They get the win, but of course DIY attacks after. But here comes Motor City Machine Guns. Ba, 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 ba. Brr, brr, ba, ba, boop. Sorry. Motor City Machine Guns get their revenge on DIY. Then we have a really fun match here with Aleister Black versus Mello, ending in a bittersweet way. Miz attacks, ends in a DQ. Really wasn't a fan of that. I'm like, let's get Aleister Black away from Miz and Mello. Or just have Mello versus Aleister Black. No more Miz involved. I'm just not digging this. No way. Then I feel like Aleister deserves better. Let's get Aleister Black and Karrion Kross crossover, huh? Yeah. Drew is going to face Damian Priest in a steel cage at Saturday Night Main Event, May 24th. Oh, yeah. These two are going to battle it out. Put your dukes up. And I think that's going to be a banger, and hopefully the end of this feud. Hopefully. Money in the Bank qualifier match, Solo versus Jimmy versus Rey Fenix. And because of Jacob and JC, because of these two, they basically distract everyone enough, help enough for Solo to get the win for the Money in the Bank qualifying match. They announced Julia is on SmackDown. Yay, Julia. That was a fast rise, being champion in NXT and coming straight here. But I was like, you've been showcasing her on the main roster for a while with her and Roxanne, so you might as well bring her up. You might as well. Yeah, but Solo winning. I was like, okay, I guess. I like Solo, but I think out of these two, Jimmy probably deserves it a little bit more. That's just me saying that. Then we have, versus JC. And it was an okay match. Like, you know, of course you had Solo and Jacob and outside helping a little bit. But they distract LA enough for JC to get the win. And that is a hell of a debut. His debut here on SmackDown and getting a win over JC. Not like how, I'm not even going to poke that bear. But WWE Women's Championship match. Tiff versus Nia Jax. Holy hell, I didn't think this was going to be this awesome. This is my match of the night. Ooh, Tiff and Nia, they go at it back and forth. And of course, you have Naomi, and then Jade comes out and chases off Naomi in a fight. Nia, for the first time ever, kicks out of the prettiest moonsault. Tiff's like, what? And then we come down to Nia doing her finish, and then Tiffany grabbing the rope, and it's like, oh my God. Oh, and Nia gets mad. She runs out of the ring. She grabs the championship. She goes, fuck this. I won, right? I won. Throws the belt back in. Refs grabs it, and she grabs a chair, and bop. Tiff just does a nice drop kick in that chair into Nia's head, and so much so that there was blood. They really didn't show it, but Nia got popped a good one in the head. But bop. But this gave Tiff another chance to do the moonsault. Boom. 1, 2, 3, and still our champion. Oh yeah, that was awesome. I mean, that was a damn good match. So this was the match of the night for me. Tiff versus Nia. Moment of the night. Moment of the night. How over Jacob is. And that crowd, Jacob. All right. And then, of course, NBA shenanigans. And there was an R-Truth interview. He's going to battle John Cena, a Saturday night main event. R-Truth is still a little delusional. And Wade's like, are you listening to yourself? Because that's not John Cena. And I already talked to Nick, and I'm going to face John Cena at Saturday night main event. And I'm going to beat some sense into him because of what Cena did to Truth. A lot of emotion there, a lot of pain. But Truth wants his revenge. Well, it doesn't mean he wants revenge. He wants to redeem John Cena. I think that is like the coolest way to do it. Like, keep playing at this until the end of John Cena's run. If this farewell tour is him bringing Cena back to the hustle, loyalty, respect, and you can't see me, never see me. Never give up. Yeah, so honestly, 4 out of 5 for SmackDown, May 16, 2025. Joe Wade on commentary. Match of the night, Tiff versus Nia. Moment of the night is how over Jacob Fatu is. Oh yeah, baby. I'm very excited to see what they do with JC. We're building to Money in the Bank as well, June 7th. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. All right, y'all. Drop those comments below. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Share it, grab a the bump down at Walmart. I am KB, the Sexy Ninja. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
Of course I know what you mean.